It's been 75 years since we got independence, but the colonial mindset, the inferiority complex, is still there in the minds of India. For more than 65 years, the government did not make any effort to erase the symbols of slavery. But thankfully, since 2014, after Prime Minister Modi came to power, significant initiatives have been taken by the government to decolonize India, to restore India's glorious heritage. I'm going to list the 7 most impactful things the government did since 2014 to decolonize India. If you find any value in this video, please share with your friends and spread the word. Number 1, Abide With Me to A Mere Watan Ke Logon. Abide With Me is a Christian anthem which was played at the wedding of Queen Elizabeth II. This hymn has been part of the beating retreat ceremony of India's Republic Day celebrations since 1950. I do not understand why did the independent India took up the Christian anthem composed by the Britishers to celebrate the Republic Day. Especially that day should be about remembering our freedom fighters and realizing how glorious our heritage was. I'm ashamed to even admit that we have been doing this for 75 years. But thankfully, now it's been replaced with A Mere Watan Ke Logon, which memorialize Indian soldiers who died in the Indo-Chinese War. On 29 January 2022, when A Mere Watan Ke Logon played instead of Abide With Me, it was nothing but goosebumps. Number 2, a new ensign for Indian Navy. The St. George Cross has been removed from Indian Navy's new flag. Instead, it now features the national emblem with the tricolour on the top left corner of the flag. The national emblem is covered by an octagonal shield and sits atop an anchor. Beneath it is the Navy's motto, Samno Varna, which means, May Varna, the god of ocean, be auspicious to us, and the golden border surrounding the national emblem, inspired from the seal of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. My question here is, why did we keep the symbol of Britishers for 75 years even after the independence? Number 3, Rajpath to Kartavya Path. Rajpath was known as King's Way before independence. It was named after King George V during the British Raj. After independence, it was simply translated to Hindi and became Rajpath. Rajpath was for British Raj, to which the people of India were nothing but slaves, and now it's renamed to Kartavya Path, which means the path of duty. For a democratic nation like India, Rajpath doesn't make any sense because we do not have a king here. Those who are using the path are the servants of people. So Kartavya Path makes a lot more sense than Rajpath. Number 4, the statue of Netaji at India Gate. A 28-feet statue of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose is now installed under the Grand Canopy of India Gate. Earlier, this canopy had a statue of King George V until 1968, which means India kept a statue of a British king at the most significant part of the nation for 20 years even after independence. Number 5, budget briefcase to Bahi Gata. In 2019, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman made history by dropping the budget briefcase culture and opting a Bahi Gata to carry the budget papers. Number 6, 3 Andaman Islands were renamed. 3 islands named after the British officials now have been renamed. The Ross Island, named after East India Company's hydrographer Daniel Ross, is now Bose Island, named after Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. The Neil Island, which was named after British Brigadier General James Neil, is now called Shahid Dweep. The Havelock Island, named after another British general, Henry Havelock, is now called Swarajya Deep. For 7 decades, these islands in India had the name of British army men who fought for the East India Company against the Indians in the 1857 War of Independence. Number 7, the traditional outfits during convocation. Indian universities have been carrying on the British style of wearing a robe and cap for the convocations. Now the UGC asks the universities to wear traditional handloom Indian outfits for convocations, and it's so heartening to see many universities have started following this already. Recently, on 75th Independence Day, Prime Minister Modi said, "We do not need to show ourselves like others. We will stand with courage in the way we are. We need freedom from servitude. There should not be any trace of servitude left in our existence, and it's high time we do that." Jai Hind.